Okay, that's a mute, right? Can you put that on? Can you? So suddenly we got audio.
Hello. I think this is me. I think this is me.
How about that's me?
That's you.
Okay, this is a little hot, don't you think? I don't know.
I think I'm a little loud also.
Okay,
Hello. Hello.
no, that's too soft. We
Hello.
got Joey
Testing.
Crawford coming in on the second half, the
Testing.
NBA official.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So he's here evaluating. We can ask him about that process. And, the players aren't the only ones getting looked at.
All right. Interesting. He's evaluating officials.
Right.
Interesting.
So clearly, DJ Warren is the guy who,
Final four.
yeah, he's playing like he's at the park. He's loose as a goose. And, he's putting up the shots. Actually, I was kind of surprised that when they played yesterday, they had a high percentage of mid-range pull-ups. They weren't looking for the long ball. So I think that was kind of curious. Not so sure about Roger Brown, what their tendencies are. But as a group, uh, it was pretty interesting to me that the mid-range was something they were looking for. Tremendous size, 7 foot 6'11", 6'9", 6'9", 6'9", 7 foot.
Two pretty big teams.
Yeah.
I think we expect a physical battle.
Yeah. I'm getting feedback. I'm hearing myself too damn much. These guys aren't getting feedback. You can hear me, right?
I hear you.
Yeah, but I hear me better than I hear you.
Do I need to take up a little bit?
Take it up.
Does that help?
Not much. Maybe you're on 3.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm on 2. Otherwise,
Okay, you went off. Yeah, put it back. Yeah. All right. Florida's your home, right?
I'm Brooklyn born and raised, but parents moved to South Florida.
Seems
so
like I remember.
I go where the rent is free.
Good.
Until I'm a mercenary, I relocate. It's the nightcap. Let's see what it gives us.
Two teams undefeated, playing for the chance to play in the championship game tomorrow night.
Should make for a competitive affair.
Well, they're here to play. They're here to be here in the nightcap tomorrow.
I think with this amount of NBA eyeballs in front of you, if you're not maxing out, competing at maximum intensity, it's a missed opportunity for you as a player. I think everybody knows what's at stake.
Yeah, but you're right, but the way some of the teams have been constructed have just not been conducive for, playing that well. I mean, guys were trying to share the ball, trying to get some action going, but they were overmatched in some regards, particularly last night.
I mean, as far as there's an inherent coaching challenge here where you have 2 hours of prep time, so there's only so much you can teach.
It's summer camp, babe.
5-star.
That's right. Run our stuff. Huh?
Yeah, I think what it does is it forces players to showcase their habits, as far as their understanding of the basic premise of spacing, how they cut and respond to the ball, driving, penetration, how you respace after you kick it out, whether you box out, whether you don't, how you get back in transition, and testing the fundamentals because there's no time to put in any nuance. I think so. Well, I'm on 2, and he's on 1. Awesome. Thank you.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is it's time for our second semifinal of the evening. The second semifinal matches the Portsmouth Partnership, who will be the home team, and Roger Browns will be the visiting team. Time now to meet the teams. First, to meet the visitors, Roger Brown's Restaurants team. The forward from Providence, number 24, Josh Corduro. The forward from Utah, number 21, Brandon Carlson. The forward from Akron, number 15, Enrique Freeman. The guard from LSU, number 14, Jordan Wright. The guard from Portland, number 11, Tyler Robertson. A guard from USC, number 4, Boogie Ellis. A guard from Nevada, number 20, Keenan Blackshear. And a guard from Maryland, number 2, Jameer Young. The coaches for Roger Browns are Billy Mann, Junior Burrows, and from the NBA, Joey Dorsey. And now introducing the home team, the Portsmouth Partnership. A center from West Virginia, number 25, Jesse Edwards. A forward from Rice, number 22, Max Fiedler. A forward from Bradley, number 15, Malachi Leon.
Nice international presence in this game. Tyler Robertson from Australia, Malachi Leons from Amsterdam, the Netherlands.
A guard from Illinois, number 12.
Jesse Edwards also with a Dutch passport. Interesting representation.
A guard from Missouri, number 10, Sean East II. A guard from South Carolina, number 4, Talon Cooper. And a guard from NC State, number 2, DJ Horn.
So Daniel, is Jack Ackerman, the voice of the longtime voice of the PIT, announces the rosters. We're in the nightcap game Friday night, 9 p.m. The winner advances to Saturday's championship. A lot on the line, not just to play for the PIT title, but to play in front of every NBA team and numerous international clubs throughout Europe and Asia.
Massive opportunity for these young men. Expect to see a competitive affair. See DJ Horn gets a lot of fanfare in this crowd, leading an NC State team to the Final Four.
Yeah, and who do you like with Roger Brown? I mean, I think everybody is well aware that these kids have a lot of firepower. DJ is the guy who can bring a lot of excitement, but everybody wants to show their best part of their game.
Yeah, Roger Brown's got an interesting collection. I think they're doing a nice job sharing the ball. I haven't seen too many guys standing out yet. Let's see who makes himself known in game 2 tonight. Action well read.
Nice little pocket pass. Little floater jump hook.
Jameer Young looking to pick up the ball. Nice response to the pressure. DJ Horn aggressive early.
Tipped by DJ Horn on NC State.
Jesse Edwards getting up and snatching that rebound. He's been doing that all weekend. Malachi Leons with a nice cut, turns it over. Roger Brown out on the break. Ooh, missed opportunity. Horn aggressive from the three-point line early again. Nice idea, Jesse Edwards with the keep, turns it over.
Right.
Number 15, Malavai Leon's two-time MVC Defensive Player of the Year. Goes and challenges that at the rim at Bradley. Marcus Domask from Illinois looking to be aggressive. And
Good look, great great finish too.
Jesse Edwards.
he's been a lob threat in the early games. Big presence at the rim. Interesting length from Portsmouth Partnership.
When you see these games, as we said, there are a lot of international kids, scouts here, and not all these players are going to be in the NBA, but there's an obvious chance that many of these guys are going to be playing internationally. How does what we see out here tonight translate into the international game?
You know, that's an interesting challenge, I think, for these international clubs to evaluate. I believe they're using the NBA defensive 3-second rules. Shooting from the NBA three-point line presents an interesting evaluation challenge. But at the end of the day, they're seeing these players match up against like-sized length and athleticism, borderline NBA length and athleticism. And if they can be effective against that, it's likely to manifest itself and translate well to the European and international game. Roger Brown looking to use the pick and pop, the threat stretching the floor.
That was Enrique Freeman out of Akron.
Malavai Leon stopping behind on the pick and roll, missing on the pull-up three. Here comes Boogie Ellis from USC, but an exciting college on-ball guard. He's going to look to get downhill. Step back three, tough shot. Jesse Edwards snatches another rebound. Looking to initiate the offense. Pushing on the break. Ooh, that's a travel. Sometimes big guys biting off more than they can chew.
Well, sometimes they've made up their mind by the time the ball crosses half court that they're going to shoot. So
it's go time. You know, the guys are looking to be aggressive. They want to showcase their full skill set, but sometimes less is more. Another pop here. They need that 45 guy to cut. If they're going to pop this big on every pick and roll, they need that 45 guy to cut. There's no room to play after that, so they're getting stuck over here, Roger Brown. Good ball pressure from Jameer Young. They're looking to switch the pick and roll, and now you have a mismatch on the perimeter. Can't capitalize. Kick out three from Marcus Domask from Illinois. Comes up short. Slips to the rim, leads to a one-on-one post-up. A little bit of a mismatch here. Oh, Malavai Leon showing exactly why he's two-time MVC Defensive Player of the Year from Bradley. Coming over with the weak side block. Jameer Young run to the rim, draws himself a foul, get to the free throw line. Sometimes the combination of nerves, you haven't played all day, you come out here, get yourself to the free throw line, get yourself into a rhythm, can help a young guard.
25, Jesse Edwards. It's his first.
Gonna have some subs coming in for Portsmouth Partnership. Looks like Sean East is gonna check into the game, as well as Max Fiedler from Rice. Corresponding subs coming in from Roger Brown, Jordan Wright from LSU number 14, and Keenan Blackshear, number 20 from Nevada. 6'6" across the board. Coming in with the modern NBA game, wings everywhere.
Exactly. Nearly positionless.
Two small guards slowing them down. You got small guards on both sides of the floor, so it's an even matchup. No advantage in the backcourt. Sean East and DJ Horn have been dynamic together. They should start to tick up the pace. Ooh, heck of a block from Jameer Young. Great defensive effort working on the closeout. Roger Brown scrambling, comes up with a stop. Rips through, should have been a foul. Jordan Wright coming up short on the pull-up jump shot. We got mismatch in the middle of the paint. Let's see if Roger Brown is going to capitalize. I don't think they see it.
They better. It was there, and now it's not.
It's an offensive 3 seconds, in my opinion. Big fella's been camping out in there. They come up with a basket, but a little bit of poor execution.
So we're coming up on the midway point of the first quarter, and no real team has established any dominance or any consistent kind of play. They're just kind of going through the motions right now.
Definitely a back and forth affair, low scoring. You want to complement the defense in this case, but I think it's a little bit of in-execution on the offensive end. You had a mismatch on one end. You have a pick and pop and a mismatch on the other that from the perimeter they don't capitalize on. I think both of these coaches want to help these guys settle down right now and get a little bit better organized.
.418 remaining in the first quarter as we're coming back out of the media timeout. Halfway through the first quarter, the score is 7-5 in favor of Roger Brown.
What we've seen from Portsmouth partnership when Sean East and DJ Horner in the game together tend to tick up in the pace. These two small guards are electric. Let's see if they can generate some offense. It's the right call. Grabbed him on the steal, but Roger Brown getting up and in a little bit, inconsistent with their defensive pressure. Checking into the game for Roger Brown, we see number 11, Tyler Robertson, highly effective West Coast Conference player from Portland. East with the missed floater, outlet, and we're off to the races. Roger Brown, Jameer Young pushing it ahead, finding under the basket. Keenan Blackshear, kick out. Robertson for 3. And there is the first 5-point lead of the game.
And the ball moved too, didn't it?
Inside out. It's really that simple. Just get the ball into the paint and work it back out. A little butt screen on the curl, have an offensive foul.
Was that on the screen?
Yeah, stuck his butt
That's an
out.
interesting call because I think if you watched a lot of basketball this year, you've had to ask the question, what is an illegal screen these days?
It's been a point of contention, but whenever these handoffs are happening and they stick their butt out late, try to clip these guys and then pass it over the top, that's been a consistent call. Thought these refs in general over the course of the event have done a wonderful job of allowing players to play through some contact.
Foul charge to Roger Brown, number 14, Jordan Wright. That's his first.
DJ Horn, pull up long 2, Cash.
That basket by NC State's DJ Horn.
That's a shot you got to be willing to concede. Off the bounce, contested long 2. That's what modern defense is willing to concede.
And that's how he plays.
Yeah, he's a pull-up jump shooter. So Another long two the other way for Jameer Young.
That's a three for Roger Brown.
No,
Jameer
no.
Young.
I thought I could have sworn he stepped on the line. They gave him a three. East probing. Jameer Young has been incredibly active on the defensive end, pressing the ball, scrambling out, contesting. Now he gets a deflection here. He's the head of the snake right now for their defense. He's bringing a lot of energy on both ends. Portsmouth reversing the ball in the hands of their creator, DJ Horn. Spot up three for Taylon Cooper, doesn't go. Jameer Young coming back in attack mode. There's a switch on this ball screen, and that's a tough matchup for Max Fiedler. Jameer Young blows the layup. And Cash for number 15, Enrique Freeman from Akron.
Akron.
Coming back aggressive, Portsmouth needs to get themselves organized into some offense, get it through hands. There we go. Move it, don't let it stick. A heck of a pass from Max.
It really was.
Wow.
A basket by Taylon Cooper.
Layup for Taylon Cooper, but that pass for Fiedler is a dime. It's a Jokic dime.
A basket by Keenan Blackshear.
Tough shot, Keenan Blackshear out of Nevada. You can't help the feeling that Portsmouth partnership just looks a little bit out of sorts. Not sure where to go with the offense, but I think playing through Max Fiedler as a passer may be beneficial for them. The pick and roll play hasn't been super productive, but Fiedler from the elbows and guys cutting around him, we've seen two good looks in succession.
It looks like they're a perimeter-dominated club, not really looking or getting the motion action that they need down on the block. That would certainly open it up if the ball moved inside out.
Nice cut from Malavai Leon. Short fadeaway, tough shot. Comes up short. Robertson moves it, goes to screen away. Get this ISO on the baseline, and uncharacteristic. Call a little bit of a push in that post-up mismatch. Yeah, the officiating crews have done a wonderful job playing through contact. You look up at this scoreboard, score 18-9, under a minute left. Roger Brown has put together a heck of a defensive quarter, conceding only 9 points. That should move Portsmouth partnership into the bonus. We're going to see Roger Brown shooting free throws.
Sean East is second.
Yep. Jordan Wright gets himself to the free throw line.
Jordan Wright is the line.
Sean East operating through a double drag. Fiedler popping and keeping, and let's see what he can generate. Fiedler with the shot fake. Maybe perimeter shooting, not his biggest strength. Overreacting. Ooh, and again, Roger Brown scrambling leads to a Portsmouth partnership turnover. Heck of a defensive quarter for Gray. You can see Roger Brown here hold for one shot. 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. But when
Wow.
you give up a layup,
They spread it out and
you
it
don't
was
pass
wide
up
open.
on that. It's a miscommunication on the switch from Portsmouth Partnership, and now they'll take the last shot of the quarter. Drag screen from Fiedler. Kick out Sean East. Comes up short on the three, and time will expire. That's the first quarter, 22-9 in favor of Portsmouth. Roger Brown, I'm sorry.
And with that, we'll take a break and be back at the beginning of the second quarter.
22. Here's the PIZ medical coverage is brought to you by Bon Secours Sports Medicine. Let the experts at Bon Secours keep you pain-free and ready to move. Bon Secours Sports Medicine Healthcare for the universe of youth. Learn more at bonsecours.com.
Quarter 22-9. Roger Brown dominating the first quarter. A low-scoring event for Plymouth Partnership. Coach, what do they need to do to establish themselves to get back in this game?
You know, Portsmouth Partnership is played essentially exclusively along the three-point line. They're generating some form of penetration, be that early drive and kick, be that an early post-up and then cut around them. You see, even in their pick and rolls, you've seen Max Fiedler dancing around the three-point line, popping, and them trying to play through him. They need to get some early penetration and then get the dominoes falling from there. That will generate some good spot shots.
Jordan Wright out of LSU.
You see, now we're seeing a little bit of an uptick in energy from Portsmouth Partnership, forcing a turnover. Nope. That's Roger Brown again on the defensive end. I misspoke. Now we get that turnover forced
Right.
from Portsmouth Partnership. Can they convert in the open floor? Nope. Roger Brown doing a good job of getting matched up. They have a massive size advantage right now with Jesse Edwards. Can they target that advantage? Because you have Enrique Freeman, number 15, matched up with 25. There's no true five-man on the floor for Roger Brown. This is going to be an interesting chess match now, how they leverage that. They've got more perimeter player. Jesse Edwards has to defend somebody. How they handle this mismatch, because the mismatch is on both ends of the floor, should be interesting. Immediately you see Freeman popping out. That's a great rotation from number 14, Ali from Akron.
Boy, he was within 3 feet of the basket and decided to kick it back out.
He got two on the ball under the paint, because you see Jesse Edwards is going to collapse on every drive. That's going to create open shots for Freeman, but Ali stunting, taking away that quick shot. Slow decision, and Portsmouth Partnership was able to scramble out of the disadvantage. Keenan Blackshear with some defense. Leaves it for Boogie Ellis, who puts it down. And the lead grows to 17. 8:30 left in the second quarter. We're going to need to see some offense from Portsmouth Partnership. Another turnover.
Got to stop the ball.
Robertson from the same spot, different result. Freeman going back up. Ooh,
Oh
with
my
a
God.
size disadvantage.
Time.
Able to lay it up.
Time out. 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 28-9. Roger Brown making a statement.
Heck of a defensive segment.
Yeah, we're going to need Coach Referee Crawford in here in the second half to talk about officiating, because if this game slips away.
Well, and that will be stimulating for our audience.
Roger Brown pushing up full court. They're applying the pressure. They're going to really make sure that Portsmouth Partnership works for everything they get.
9 points over 12 minutes. They've been doing the job. Let's see if they can sustain that defensive intensity. Boogie L's trying to negotiate these ball screens. There's a switch. Shot fake drive from Malavai Leons. And, ooh, nice move. Comes up short, the finger roll. Boogie Ellis operating. You get a drag screen here from Brandon Carlson. Finds him on the roll. Oh, and the short floater doesn't go. Leons with the rebound. Oh, showcasing a little bit of the handle. It's been an open question about his ball handling as a wing, more of a 3-and-D guy, but this coming up with the rebound, going coast to coast, converting for an and one. Impressive from Malavai Leons.
Foul is charged to Roger Brown for the 14, Jordan Wright for the second.
Maybe this is going to be the breath of life Portsmouth Partnership needs on the offensive end. Let's see if they can string together a few stops and close this gap. We're at 28-12 in favor of Roger Brown. 7:28 left in the second quarter. Double drag here for Boogie Ellis operating in the ball screen. Freeman rolling, Carlson popping. Number 14, Jordan Wright from LSU, putting his head down, getting to the rim. They need some one-on-one defense, Portland's Partnership. If they can't stop their guy from getting his head on the rim, none of these covers are going to matter. Stringing together 2 offensive possessions. Taylon Cooper from South Carolina putting in a 3. Down to 15 is the lead. Boogie Ellis operating one-on-one. Number 4 versus number 4. Step back 3, good for Boogie Ellis. He's been a dynamic player in the Pac-12 for multiple years now, showcasing his individual scoring ability. We get a ticky-tack foul here on the early drive.
Roger Brown's foul charged to number 15, Enrique Freeman is first.
Portsmouth Partnership going with an interesting look here. 2 big lineup, going even bigger. Max Fiedler are going to play at the 4, number 22, and Jesse Edwards staying at the 5. Let's see if this generates some offensive rebounding opportunities, some easy baskets, or they choose to triangle this inside. The roll from Fiedler, it's a great look, doesn't come up good. Boogie Ellis coming the other way. They go into quick pistol action, pitch it ahead. And that's a turnover for number 14, Jordan Wright. They're coming the other way. Number 4, Taylon Cooper, comes up short on the 3. But as we said, Portsmouth Partnership size giving him an offensive rebound opportunity, but it leads to a fast break for Roger Brown. Boogie Ellis, back-to-back 3s, no. And we're going back the other way. Fiedler pushing, showcasing some ball handling and passing ability as a big. Impressive. Oh, Leons with a nice idea, but it's stolen. Finds Brandon Carlson for 3. Clearly a stretch big, but it doesn't go. Number 24.
Attention by Joshua Duro.
Sports cars. Some of these guys got their own sports cars.
Leons. Questionable if he got away with a charge or not, but he converts.
We have a timeout on the floor.
Go media timeout on the floor. 35-17 in favor of Roger Brown. 5:03 left in the second quarter.
Halftime for a demonstration of 3-on-3 basketball. The only
Here we go to a quick break.
adult wheelchair basketball team. They'll be here at halftime.
Is there any reason I'd only be getting sound through the left earphone?
One of them has a short in it, so that's probably why. You can use that other headset if you want.
I'll figure it out in halftime.
It's already connected though.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. We're back.
DJ Horn is returned to the lineup.
Ooh, nice take from Domas. Marcus Domas, number 12 from Illinois.
Marcus Domas.
Choosing to ice the ball screen here, putting Leons on Boogie Ellis. Interesting cross match here from Portsmouth Partnership. Put some more length on the dynamic scorer. Pick and pop here. Three comes up short for Josh Oduro from Providence. And an unfortunate turnover for Portsmouth Partnership. Carlson for three and showcasing the stretchability at his size.
Brandon Carlson out of Utah.
And the lead is back to 19. Portsmouth Partnership's going to need to make a run here to try to close this gap before the half. Double drag here. Leon's popping. Edwards rolling, and the emphatic and one finish. Nice find from DJ Horn.
Jesse Edwards. And the foul is charged to Roger Brown, number 2, Jameer Young, is first.
Got number 14, Ali from Akron subbing in. Malavai Leon subbing out.
Jesse Edwards at the line with one shot.
Free throw's good for Jesse Edwards. Lead at 16 in favor of Roger Brown. Jameer Young bringing the ball up. Keenan Blackshear setting the screen. Another one from Brandon Carlson. And shot deflected from Jesse Edwards. Nice switch and deflection for the big guy. Shortly they're going to recognize Edwards in the middle of the paint with Jameer Young, and that's going to be a dunk. Ooh, nice soft finish.
Great pass from Horn. That was a 5-point swing in the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, and the lead down to 14. Some fight from Portsmouth Partnership converting in the open court after the mismatch.
Let's see if they can start chipping away.
Make this a game. You need to get this below 10 before
Exactly.
the half and then go in with some momentum. Portsmouth Partnership, more than enough talent to do so. They just need to put some stops together. Shout out to Roger Brown, being led by former Houston Rocket, Joey Dorsey, Memphis Tiger great. We see NBA referee legend Joey Crawford working his way up the stairs. He'll be joining us in the second half. What a treat that'll be. And we're back to action. 3:30 left in the second quarter. Horn in a defensive stance, looking to apply some pressure to Jameer Young. Floppy action from Roger Brown leads to a step-up pick and roll here, and a pop from Carlson. He's already hit 1-3.
Bang.
Bang, back to back. That's a crushing blow for the
It,
little
it
run.
really, it really is. Okay,
that
let's see if they
Porter
can regain that momentum they had a moment ago.
Jameer Young, consistent ball pressure, being the head of the snake on the defensive end. You see it again. Shot from Domask doesn't go, and we're in the open court. Secondary break here from Roger Brown.
Nice
Carlson
pocket,
with the
huh?
run.
Oh,
Ooh.
great pass.
And a foul at the rim from Fiedler. Great pocket pass from number 20, Keenan Blackshear.
Max Fiedler. That's his second.
And we're going to take a quick break as we go into a timeout with 2:44 left. 41-24, Roger Brown.
Yeah, I've got a couple of commercial spots to run, but they'll have that wheelchair thing too that we'll show. But you guys don't have to be here at halftime.
Brandon Carlson at the line.
Brandon Carlson at the free throw line, converting the first free throw.
Back to a 19-point lead for Roger Brown.
Here goes that elbow action. Fiedler making the decision as they screen away, letting him operate. Takes it to the second side. Stop behind three for Ali Ali out of Akron.
Akron Zali Ali.
Nice activity defensively from Ali Ali. Putting some length on Boogie Ellis, challenging that finish, doesn't convert. Going one-on-one in the post. And a nice finish from number 24, Joshua
This
Duro.
is Joshua Duro.
Lead is at 18 for Roger Brown. Oh, another beautiful find from Max Fiedler on the
Basket by
cut from
Marcus Domas out of Illinois.
Marcus Domask out of Illinois. A little bit of a tug of war here between Edwards and Carlson. And Jesse Edwards with another blocked three-point attempt. He's really leveraging his length out there. Fiedler probing, operating. And we have a little bit of a ticky-tack foul, Carlson, on Jesse Edwards. He's trying to take position on the block.
Roger Brown's foul charge to number 21, Brandon Carlson. That's his first. Josh Edwards at the line. Jesse Edwards at the line.
We're starting the second half. That's what he said, yeah.
Hey, 14-point deficit, a minute and 15 seconds left. Critical time in the game to see.
Oh, and a sloppy turnover from Roger Brown. This is a crucial window right here for Portsmouth Partnership. See if they can make this into a contest.
Right, go into the half and as close to 10 as possible.
DJ Horn with the ball. See another double drag. Fiedler's rolling. Another roll from Edwards. Crowded paint, but a skilled shot, that floater from DJ Horn, and it's down to 12. Roger Brown needs to get a great shot on this possession, kill the momentum. Edwards again, perimeter defense. Missed opportunity from number 14, Jordan Wright. Oduro, ooh, with a nice fake and one. Critical possession. Comes up with an and one for Roger Brown. Josh Oduro with the up and under. Edwards leaving his feet. And a guy that size, you want him to just wall up, stay vertical, not jump on every shot fake. But greedy, these big guys greedy for the blocks.
Close out, be long.
Let's see if he can convert on the three-point play. Still progress from that previous 19-point lead deficit that Portsmouth Partnership was facing. Sean East looking to operate. Let's see if they go for the 2-for-1 here. Let's see if they get 2 shots out of it. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case for Portsmouth Partnership. Jameer Young, relentless on the defensive end in this first half.
He read that all the way, didn't he?
Comes up with the deflection. Takes the under on the pick and roll. Force the switch. Sean East with the pull-up 2. And it looks like Roger Brown will have the last possession of the half. 13. Better outcome than good outcome considering where Portsmouth Partnership was earlier in the half. Let's see if they can get a stop on the last possession. One more ball screen. Switch. Let's see if Fiedler operates on the perimeter. Nice read from Fiedler. And he comes up with a stop. Gets a deflection off the knee after swiping down. Fiedler showing his ability to come up and play some defense on the perimeter in that mismatch. And that will end the half. Roger Brown up 13, 48-35.
And with that, we'll take a break.
Heading into halftime.
Virginia's hottest slots are at Rivers Casino, and there's always a seat for you. Rivers is the area's only place for real Vegas-style casino gaming, with over 1,400 of today's newest and most popular slots, like Dragon Link, Ultimate Fire Link, Lightning Link, Top Dollar, and more. Plus, popular progressives like Wheel of Fortune. And when you join Rush Rewards, you'll earn real rewards every time you play. It's time to get real. Visit Rivers Casino and play today.
Haven't been to Portsmouth lately? You're missing out. There are different places to explore, different places to eat, and all kinds of different people. Looking for different stuff to do? Portsmouth is full of local flavor. There's a museum on a boat and one just for kids. You can golf with your feet, sing with the cowboy, do date night in an old school theater, even try your luck at the new Rivers Casino. Tired of the same old? Go different this fall. Visit Portsmouth.
Greg is not in, and Greg makes that shot. Very nice shot by Greg. That basket by Matt on the goal team. Anthony with the ball, Anthony with the shot, missed the shot, got the rebound, over to Greg. Shot is no good, once again Anthony there with The Sunwheelers provide athletic opportunities for people with permanent physical disability of their legs. It prevents them, obviously, from playing able-bodied sports. The organization also raises public awareness of the abilities of the disabled through education and demonstrations. And you're looking now at a demonstration of 3-on-3 basketball. Greg with the lead pass. Now the shot missed by Cynthia. Shot missed. Mack gets the rebound. And here comes the shot. Anthony with the rebound. Recent rule changes for the wheelchair folks. The wheelchair is considered part of the player. Oh, that shot by Anthony. And there is no double dribble. And as I said, players must bounce the ball once every 2 pushes of the chair to avoid foul. If anyone would like more information about the Sunwheelers and adult wheelchair basketball, please speak to one of the players present tonight. Sunwheelers are always looking for new players and sponsors. The team members here reside in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Hampton, Newport News, Potosi, and Yorktown. And wheelchair basketball is played on a regulation size court and basket. And here's Cynthia, and he banks it in. Nice shot by Cynthia.
I learned in New York. You learned in New York? All right, so you know that's a different type of space. When you learn in New York, you learn pretty much. Yeah. You either gonna be hungry or broke. I got you.
Another shot.
Hey, you know what I'm talking
James.
I got two.
And Cynthia with the rebound.
My mother is begging me. I'll see you on deck.
Anthony with the ball.
No, they're in high school.
The pass to Greg. The shot is good. That's James with the ball, the shot, and the shot misses.
You know it's called ground.
James with another shot that just missed.
See? We giving them out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Sunwheelers, the only Hampton Roads adult wheelchair basketball team. And remember, if anyone would like more information, please speak to one of the players. Sunwheelers are always looking for new players and sponsors. And he fans, we know cheering is hungry and thirsty work. So after the game, head on over to Rivers Casino, one of this year's PIT sponsors. There are many bars, restaurants, and eateries are sure to hit the spot for your team.
Get carried away. All right, Dan, we are about to get underway. The score 48 to 35.
It's a 13-point lead for Roger Brown and the Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat here. NBA referee legend Joey Crawford.
Love that legend.
Joining us for the commentary. Second half.
You know, one of the things, Joe, that
Thanks for having me, by the way, guys.
thanks for being here.
No problem.
Okay, let's get over thanking each other. Let's
Yeah.
get to the
Let's get to the work. Let's do our thing, baby.
So we've got the 64, some of the top 64 seniors in the country being evaluated by every NBA club, numerous teams from Asia and Europe. But we forget the fact that the officials also are here to improve their game and be evaluated as well.
This is our third year. We have a referee program. These are WNBA referees. They start their camp, their preseason camp on Sunday in Norfolk. So they're getting some extra training today and during this whole tournament. We've been here for the last 3 years. Fabulous venue. Play is good. It's competitive. And after tonight, we won't do it in this late game, but tomorrow morning, we'll be back in the hotel watching tape and break it down tape. It's just like players. Refs only get better by watching tape and trying to get better.
Talk about that process that as players, as referees, want to advance professionally.
In order to advance in the NBA to the WNBA or the NBA, you have to come from the G League. So all of these referees come from our program right from the G League. They're evaluated constantly during the season, in the summertime in Vegas. They're constantly being looked at. We got access to film after film after film. We're interacting with them almost every game. So we get a pretty good idea who were WNBA refs and NBA referees. But that's where we have our program. Our referees come out of the G League.
I feel like a common sentiment for many coaches in the crowd around the officiating over the course of this event has been it's been a little bit refreshing to see these players be allowed to play through a considerable amount of contact and physicality. How much of that is prescriptive to this event, wanting guys to just allow the game flow to continue its time and so on and so forth? So how much of that is indicative of how the WNBA and NBA, the direction that it's going? It's an uptick in physicality in the second half of the NBA season as well.
I think it's the second part of your question. The physicality of it is referees have ups and downs too, just like players. And we'll find trends as the season has gone on some things that we're doing wrong as referees. We have sets just like teams have sets, and sometimes they break down. So one of the sets that we have, or one of the mechanics that we use, is in a one-on-one situation, you have to ref the defender. And during the season, where you said there was an uptick of, we weren't doing a real good job of that. So we now had to sit and evaluate our performance as referees. So what we did was we said, we have to get back to basics. We have to start training a little more on refereeing the defender on all one-on-one situations. And that's what we did. We had Zoom after Zoom after Zoom with our staff, just like we do with these guys, and we have improved that. The physicality of it, I don't think they're doing anything different really here than they do in the G League or the WNBA or the NBA. There's just we have gotten better calling plays. That's really what it boils down to. We're not calling plays that aren't fouls.
It's from both from a coach's perspective and also just from a fan of the game's perspective. it's been considerably more enjoyable to watch.
That's great.
Allowing this quality of athlete to spar, to
No,
go
well,
into the circle and duke it out.
We call plays on the legality of the play, not the ugliness of the play in the NBA and the WNBA. That's what we do. in the
There's
G
definitely
League.
been a sense that earlier in the season and in previous seasons, there's almost been it's anticipation of contact that's led to fouls, and it's refreshing to see that correction.
What we were doing, and they're path plays. So our players are so smart, as you know. So what we were doing was our players were feeling contact around the elbow or around the nail. And as soon as they felt the contact, they
Go
would
up into
shoot
the
it.
active shooting.
They'd
Yep.
shoot it. They're smart. So what we did is we
Remove
we
the
sat
loophole.
down, Monty McCutcheon, myself, Mark Wunderlich, E.F. Rush, Bennett Salvatore. We sat there and play after play after play after play, and it hit us. Listen, we're not doing a good job of refereeing the defender in these plays. They're path plays. The defender's legal. He's just defending. So he's just staying in his line as the offensive player is dribbling the ball and going to the basket. So we've gotten better with it, and the game is, I guess, cosmetically or optically, whatever word that you want to use. Not bad for a Philly guy, cosmetically or optically.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Stop it.
You nailed them both.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
it's
a better product. It's a better product.
well, referees aren't into that. Referees, the product is the product. Referees are into getting the plays right.
Managing the game.
Yeah, they're into getting the plays right.
It's wonderful insight. Thank you for sharing that and illuminating that to us.
Oh no, there's no secrets. Everybody thinks that there's secrets. There's no secrets.
You had said to me earlier in the day that you were going to be spending some time in Brazil.
I am.
One of the things that's been very clear is that there is a blending or a meeting of the rules that we go by in the States with FIBA rules, and that's been a long, evolving process.
Right.
Talk about the international game.
I just got back from Budapest 10 days ago, and what we do is we combine FIBA and we exchange ideas. What are you doing? We try to exchange. How are you guys calling these plays? And we talk about it. We look at tape. We exchange ideas. And it's a tremendous partnership. There's maybe language is different, but on the most part, we're doing the same stuff in our WNBA and NBA as they're doing in FIBA.
Is it fair to ask, what are some of the things that have evolved from the international game into the NBA, as well as the NBA exchanging this thing? And eventually we're going to meet in the middle with a lot of this.
We only look at it, we call them mechanics. The FIBA calls them protocols. So where these referees are standing and how they're trying to get open looks at defenders, they call them protocols, we call them mechanics. So this crew here, these three referees, are trying to get a position on the court where they can referee the defender. And all we do is exchange. What do you guys do on that play? And I was with Carl Jungergaard from, he lives in Geneva, and he's the head of the FIBA referees. And he explains what they try to do in their protocols or mechanics. And all it is trying to get the plays right. That's all it is. It's just an exchange of ideas to get the plays right. Everybody thinks it's this huge, I want to, conspiracy or these things that referees do. It's far from that. All it is get the plays right.
At the end of the day, I don't think we give enough recognition to what it is that the officials do for our game.
Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. But
I didn't mean it toward you, Joe.
No, well, occasionally I was right. I know I screwed a lot of plays up, but the referees are they serve the game. They are not the game. These players and coaches are the game. The referees serve the game. We're trying to get the plays right so that the game flows. Flows. It's a great word. But that's all you're trying to do. So now we've come up with these mechanics and protocols to do that, to get the plays right. When these people come out onto the court, these three really talented people come out here, that is their goal, is to get each play right. Do they fail on some possessions? Yes, they do. But so do players, so do coaches, and so do broadcasters. So it's a fabulous game. It's a game of mistakes. It is a game of mistakes.
I've had some coaches, including myself, say that the game has gone best when you don't notice that the referees are there. What do you think about?
I don't actually agree with that. I was born into an officiating family.
Wow.
My father was a Major League Baseball umpire.
No way.
Yeah, so I was weaned. I tell people this. I'm 72, and I've never had a meal that was not bought by referee money. My father was an umpire. Every check that came into the house was from officiating, and then I've been married for 50 years. My house has been game fees, NBA checks, all from officiating. So it's been my life, my absolute life, and I disagree with that. That does not mean that it's a great referee game. I'm going to tell you a stat. You're going to laugh at this. The referees were not noticed. It was in Budapest. Referees were not noticed at all in this game. The United States whoops a team. I can't even remember what the team was. Referees only made 4 mistakes. Everybody was raving about the referees. They did a great job, right? So now they actually really go into the stats. And the 4 mistakes that they made were all in the same player. And that, yeah. No. So what happens is that this player is so
Infuriated.
There you go. The 5th one is close to being a flagrant foul where he would get ejected. So now you start to evaluate that, right? Yeah, so now you're saying, great game. I didn't even know who the referees were. They had no idea who they were. Now they start evaluating those 4 calls, and they went, whoop, maybe it wasn't. There you go. Maybe you see what I'm saying? So I disagree with that statement, and I've heard it my whole life. Ever since I was like, yeah, the umpires and referees, they never should be noticed. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I had to poke the bear on that.
Yeah, you did. You poked the bear.
Under your 10 cents on that position. As we turn back into the game for a second,
sure.
Lo and behold, Portsmouth Partnership has gotten themselves back into this game. They were down 19 at one point.
I saw it.
You see them come back to life, and this is after an N1. This game, Malachi Lansford, Bradley can get this game back down to 2 points.
It's awesome. And that's the wonderful thing with this, with these types of games and this type of competition. Our referees get better. See, when you have games like this and calls matter, and it's really good for our referees. Really good. And they're all competitive. Every game that I've been to, there's these players, they play. Like, look at that possession there. You're talking about contested at the rim.
The amount of contests that have been officiated clean at the rim has been refreshing. That it's not every contact that happens within the charge.
Well, they're so good. They're so good. What happens is at this level when you're reffing is that he wants to get to the baseline as quick as he possibly can so that he can pick up the defender at the rim. The longer you're on the defender, the better your chances are of getting the play correct. So if you're lollygagging from going from the trail to the baseline to the lead, the less time you have to actually hone in on the defender. Like, look at her, the baseline. She's got first movement on that big. That's awesome.
Why did she officiate? Why do you think that was called the defensive foul because of the arm bar on the hip?
Yeah, I think what Sarah did on this particular play, she got it. I don't have a replay on it, but I think what she did is she had it defender hitting the offensive player, point of contact on the arm as the shooter's gone up.
In the active shooter.
Yeah. And see how she's trained too. She may not have liked her call. She may not have liked it, And she may have known that she made a mistake. Now, as she's gone to the trail, Joey Dorsey, the coach who I reffed when he was in our league, he may have said to her, Sarah, you sure of that? Now, this is what good referees do. They say, you know what? I don't know.
You open the dialogue. You maintain a dialogue. This
You
is
prove you're a human.
from a coaching perspective. The referees that are capable of communicating without emotion,
Awesome.
not without avoiding being defensive,
Do you
is
know-
critical because we making mistakes, like you said.
We
all
train
across
it.
the floor.
Yeah, but here we train
It's
it.
effective communication.
It is, and we train it. Just the conversation that the three of us are having. That's how it should be out on the court.
But the emotions are so high, and coaches like myself have a proclivity for raising our voices. And
Are you an aggressive coach?
I would rate myself as an
Yeah.
aggressive coach. That I tend to put pressure on the officials, whether it's intentional or otherwise, and how they respond
You're
to
a
it
coach. That's
is,
so.
I mean, especially coaching internationally as I have, every game is life or death almost.
Yeah.
It can feel that way because
No,
you
when I
put
was in-
together a three-game losing streak, you may lose your job.
Oh, sure.
So when the officials are making mistakes that we feel have a significant impact on the outcome of the game,
Absolutely.
we can berate them. It can,
Well,
it can
we-
create a
we-
level of pressure. That's
Well, we
untenable.
understand. No, you can talk about plays. Berating them is another thing.
Yeah.
But you can talk about plays, and referees have no problems at all talking about plays. Now, you have to. It took me a long time in my career to actually figure out what works on the court. It really did. It took me a long time, and teach. And that's why I'm a halfway decent teacher, because I know what you can do and what you can't do. You know.
And over the course of your career, when you as an official are encountering a hostile or excessively aggressive coach, what have you found to be some effective techniques to diffuse that aggression?
You have to be able to be honest with yourself, and you may have caused it with some of your calls, and just say to the coach, listen, you may have a complaint on that. Or if it happens in the first half, say, we're lucky in the NBA. You have all the stuff in the locker room. I can go in and look at the plays. I'll look at the play. Give me a break here now. I'll look at the play. You go in, you look at it, and then you honestly, because the coach is going to look at the play, just say to him, I made a mistake. Most of the time, coaches or players will accept that. But you have to be able to do it in this type of conversation. Once I go up, it's not, I didn't make a mistake.
You go in defensive. Everybody's arms go up.
Huge problems.
Yeah.
And I've caused that some nights where I refereed. I would take it high where I should have taken it
Elevate
low.
rather than diffuse.
There you go.
Over the course of the last many years, there seems to have been an increase in players talking to referees. Almost exponentially from, let's go back 7 or 8, 9 years.
Yeah. I've gotten those comments from people all the time. I think referees have gotten to be a little more understanding. I really do. And I don't see anything. I think if you're treating everybody the same way, I don't think it's a problem. I really don't. Just because Joe Crawford was an aggressive referee doesn't mean that's right. It really doesn't. And then sometimes some players, they need to be high-strung in order for them to perform.
Rashid,
Well, and there's the perfect example.
Philadelphia boy.
Well, yeah, but here's the Rashid is a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. And I called tees on him. I don't know if I ejected him. I don't remember that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is that he needed to play at that type of. He had to do that to perform. And okay, if that's how he does it, the referee's going to have to make a decision. Listen, Rashid, no more. But once you say that no more and you drew that line, now you have to do something about it.
Number 22, Max Fever, is third.
44 seconds left in a game. Daniel, we thought was nearly over at the end of.
Yeah, I thought that's why I was invited. Up here.
Exactly. We needed to fill some
exactly. Let's bring Crawford up here. He'll screw this broadcast up.
He's,
No, this has
you've
been terrific.
elevated it significantly. This is insight that our fans at home don't ever get.
Oh, thank you.
Insight into the mind of an official.
Thank you.
But Portsmouth Partnership down 19, just had the lead. Let's see if Brandon Carlson can. Tie game. Again, something you see very common in the NBA that I haven't seen have a presence in the games this week is the 2-for-1. Common play. 35, 33 seconds left on the game clock. Team takes a quick shot in order to get 2 possessions rather than 1, but both of these teams have elected to use the clock to its fullest extent and get the best shot possible rather than rush.
You know, I think a lot of things today are done because of analytic reasons.
Absolutely.
And in this particular situation, these two coaches may have said, hey, this is about the players. Let's not do the 2-for-1. Let's do what we do, run a set, and go about our business.
Yeah, it's an interesting debate.
Yeah.
The 2-for-1 is definitely about optimizing the chances of winning.
You know, when I first started in the NBA, my first year was 77, and I didn't.
No.
Yeah.
You don't look a day over 70.
Stop it. You don't look a day over 95. So I used to hear from the sidelines. Stuff from the sidelines about 2-for-1 and things like that. I didn't know anything about that. And I used to walk over to the coaches, and I used to say to them, what are you talking about? 2-for-1 or this or that. And coaches and players used to educate you on the game and things like that. Referees call plays. They're not coaches. Referees aren't coaches. But what I found in our game is that once you go to a coach or go to a player, Isaiah Thomas, that played at Detroit, helped me with palms. I kept screwing up palms, and I called he was defending, and I didn't call a palm. And Isaiah said to me, he goes, during the timeout, he says, Joe, it was a palm. I said, Isaiah, I didn't know whether it was a palm. He says, but I know it's a palm. He says, once he goes under the ball, I come up into his face so he can't shoot the jump shot. And I go, oh my God. That helped my officiating. But if you're closed-minded and you think you know everything about these people, know more about the basketball game. You guys know more about a basketball game than I do. I know more about refereeing than you do, but I don't know about coaching or playing like you guys know.
I can absolutely share that sentiment. Some of the most insightful moments in my coaching career have been learning from players. They're the best players in the world, the best players in whatever country I've been operating in. They'll share an insight on the game that they're in real time, their level of nuance.
But isn't that good that you have an open mind, that you say, I don't know everything, I can learn from this player? That's the...
I think we've all learned over the course of our careers and our lives that it's when you figure out that you can learn from everybody that the world really opens up to you.
Oh, baby.
It's illuminating.
No.
But there's a generational aspect to Daniel and young guys who are coming up and who have been influenced not only by the NBA, but, the really positive aspects of FIBA basketball.
No. Yeah. I didn't really know that much about FIBA basketball, and that tournament 2 weeks ago that I was at, I just fell in love with it. I'm serious. In Budapest, I just fell in love with it. The competition of it, the play of it.
What level was that?
It was 17 and 18-year-olds, and they could go.
This might have been the next generation tournament from the EuroLeague, yeah?
No, I don't think it was the EuroLeague. No, I know it was the Basketball League or Basketball Championship League.
The Basketball Champions League.
There you go.
The youth tournament.
There you go. 17 and 18. It was the Czech. There was a couple teams from Turkey, a couple teams from Greece.
Yes.
And it was really competitive, and the refs were fabulous. They really were. They were fabulous. I kept telling them, I said, hey, I'm taking you right to the mountaintop, you guys from Europe. You got to remember us Americans.
I mean, look at the NBA. 150, I think, foreign-born players on NBA rosters during this season.
Pretty cool.
That gets you up to, what, 30% of the league?
Oh, I have no idea.
The numbers are ticking up every year. And
I have a
think
tough time trying to get the referees to call plays right, let alone worry
the
about how many
numbers.
players.
Yeah.
The numbers.
How many? That's an interesting question. How many foreign-born officials are there in the NBA?
Well, we have Inte, who's from Korea. We just hired him last year.
Did he come up through the Korean?
Yeah, but he was over here was in the G.
In the training program.
Oh yeah. You have to come from our program. Matt Callio is Canadian, and Giamantas Petratis is from Lithuania, and we're all in the program. And you have to come from our program in order to make it in the NBA or the WNBA.
Has there been any transition over of EuroLeague officials that have wanted to go the NBA path?
A great question. I don't know. I don't know whether there's visa problems or all that stuff. It's way above me. I'm a ref. It's way above me.
And FIBA
Just here
has
so I don't get fined. Yeah,
FIBA has their own certification process.
Yeah, it's major.
It's
It's
very
big time
substantial,
stuff. Big time stuff.
as well as their coaching certification.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I think that is a really illuminating and thought-provoking gap where there's the FIBA certifying bodies. Every European country's federation has its own certification process or coach education process.
It
or
does. I did
formal
not know that.
University coaching education process. And then there's the U.S. who has a fill-out. The USA Basketball has a fill-out form online and a 2-hour course module that you need to complete in order to get a USA Basketball Gold license in order to coach children.
Well,
And
I did that because I'm involved with women's. I've been involved with women's AAU. Didn't you sign the paper?
So you see how?
No,
I mean, this is why we have parents and family friends volunteering to coach our children,
Bingo.
and we're seeing the developmental gap
Yeah.
surface. We have the premier athletes in the world who are less and less instructed on the game.
Yes.
The obsession with skill development
Yeah.
means there are players that look like they know what they're doing
Right.
in a vacuum, but when you put them in a 5-on-5 context, we're falling behind our European counterparts.
Yeah.
Because they have an academy system that
There's
far exceeds.
a pyramid.
You explain that better. I did not even know all that. Really.
Yeah.
I'm so honed in on the refereeing angle of it.
So-
That's why we're falling behind.
As an old coach said to me recently, in America, we play. In Europe, they practice.
Yeah. Wow.
The game is better taught, and it's funny because we taught it to them, and now they're teaching it
Yeah,
back
well,
to
you
us.
know, I remember back in the day when they first started doing it. Going overseas. I think it was Jack Ramsey was coach at Portland, and
Newell was doing some teaching.
who?
Pete Newell had a
Oh
big,
yeah! Oh
a
my
big
God!
influence
Yeah.
on teaching
Yeah.
the
He had
game
a big
internationally.
Yeah.
Big
yeah.
influence.
Yeah. But I remember a bunch of guys from Philly went over there. Jack Ramsey, Jimmy Lynam. He had like a tree of coaches that came out of him.
Jack McCloskey.
There you go. There's a
Chuck
Philly
Daly.
guy. Yeah, Chuck Daly. Yeah, they're all us Philly guys.
It's pretty
Not a
good.
bad
It's a pretty good
brotherhood.
group. It's a pretty good group.
Oh no! It's are you kidding? I tell people all the time. They always talk about New York here, and I said, I'm going to say, I'm going to go. Whoa.
As a Brooklynite,
I said, how about? No, I always go like this to you Brooklynites. I always go like this. Wilt Chamberlain, and let's stop. Earl the Pearl, Philly.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
It really is.
Basketball landscape.
Oh,
has
I absolutely
It's
love it.
evolving
I
at all
fell in
times.
love with the sport when I was a kid, and it just is as it's gotten better and better to me. I always hear the same question: was it good in the 70s and 80s, or was it better back then? And I said, it doesn't mean it. I just love watching the game. Doesn't matter whether it's 2024 or 1980.
What's the biggest difference that sticks out to you between
The
let's
three.
say it's changed the game?
The three, and then I.
The geometry of the court.
Yeah, I mean, I can't take it that deep because I'm not that smart.
I just mean space.
No.
The
I know.
space is
Yeah, but with us, it's definitely the three. It's changed how you referee it. And I refereed it when it was the post. You're bringing the ball with.
There's a snapshot, and you got 7 people in the paint.
Oh my!
The spacing.
And
was
you had to
different.
ref it, and you're going, "Oh
There's-
my God,
there's
what's a
elbow
foul?"
and that
Well, you didn't
elbow.
know it was a foul. Everybody's bouncing off of one another. It was
Totally different.
crazy. Yeah.
Well, old purists want to say the physicality that existed before the three.
Yeah.
Really,
The physicality. I only look at the game as a ref, and that was very difficult to do. Is to ref that physicality because you didn't know what to call. There was so much going on that you had no idea what to call, and they were just bouncing off one another. Everybody they would ask me all the time, "Who's the toughest guy that you ever had to ref?" It was Shaq. Because he was so big and
Took such
strong.
a beating, man.
Well,
Oh my
people
God.
bounced off of him, and you didn't know whether it was on him or it was on somebody else. And you had to be very honest with yourself. You used to walk in the locker room sometimes and go, "Holy God, I didn't know who to call that foul on." And, him or Yao Ming. You know what I mean? They're both.
Those two Goliaths colliding.
I have a picture of me. I'm going to throw the ball up in front.
Between these two.
Between the two of them. I'm going to throw it up, and they were massive. Try to ref them. That was challenging.
I think about that famous clip of, I think it's Shaq and Dikembe, and Dikembe's at a 45-degree angle trying to resist Shaq posting him up, and Shaq's just moving him back.
Well, if it
and moving him back.
guess when Dan, you know when it could have been. I had him in the finals in 2001, and it was a beast to ref that. It was Dikembe when he was with Philly, and Shaq, and it was so hard, and you had to come up with. We had some pretty good. They did a pretty good job, or the stewards, the caretakers of our league, of setting up rules of what you could and couldn't do, and it's still in the rule book today in the post. And you needed them. You needed those guidelines to call those plays because they just beat the hell out of one another. It was hard to ref. It really was hard to ref.
And it was an incredible matchup to watch.
Yeah, well, you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm
You-
standing
you
there.
were-
I
you were
walked
watching.
into the locker room and I'm going, "Holy God! How did I get out of that? How did this
You felt
crew
like
get
you
out
got
of
beat up in that match.
Came out with a black eye, bloody nose."
Believe it or not, Portsmouth Partnership, after being down 19, is up 6 with 6 minutes left.
Wow, that's awesome.
This has been, and there's a lot of the crowd, the early crowd, has gone home and missed the
Yes, they have.
entertaining
Wow.
turnaround.
Yeah. It's a
DJ
great
Horn.
Basket by
Now that's
DJ Horn.
an 8-point lead. Let's see if Roger Brown has some fight left in him. The way they defended in that first quarter, I don't know if you caught it, Joey. They allowed 9 points.
Oh no, I saw.
Jameer Young,
Yeah.
number 2, was the head of that snake. The ball pressure he applied
Yeah.
was.
Well, he's
Isaiah
on
Thomas
the ball. Is that what they were doing?
He's negotiating every ball screen. You
Yeah.
couldn't screen him.
Yeah.
You couldn't screen him.
That kid's an impressive kid.
There's some incredible athletes on the floor right now.
So we're going to take a break for 30 seconds as we've got the we've got the media timeout in the fourth quarter.
All right, we're back online to finish this game. We're Portsmouth Partnership up 6, 5.5 minutes left. Up 8. Thank you very much to the legend Joey Crawford. He added so much to this broadcast.
He did indeed.
We didn't talk too much about this second half, but we got way more than we bargained for. Insight into the 2001 NBA final clash between Dikembe Mutombo and Shaquille O'Neal. How you officiate situations like that. What a treat. Let's see if we can get this game to come down to the wire. Give all these disciplined fans their money's worth for the 10:30 p.m. ending on East Coast time over here.
Joshua Duro, the line, 2 shots.
All right, back to action. Roger Brown with a
Well,
nice
you could just
ATO.
you can see the energy has changed so much.
Ooh, DJ Horn with the big play and one acrobatic finish. Oh, apologies. That's Sean East, number 10 out of Missouri, former UMass player.
Joshua Duro is his third.
Sean East going to the line with a chance to put the unlikeliest of events, put Portsmouth Partnership up 9 with 5 minutes left. That gap may be too big for Roger Brown to recover from. Maybe they expended too much energy in that first half. They look a little flat so far. Ooh, nice energy and deflection from Ali.
And they're meeting him at half court.
They're
Danny.
extending their pressure a little bit. Full court press, taking some time off the clock. Roger Brown working side to side, looking for a stagger away action. Oduro handling the ball. Boogie Ellis trying to boogie. Tough floater. Doesn't drop, but that's going to stay here on the loose ball foul in pursuit of the rebound.
Foul is charged to partnership's number 22, Max Fiedler, his 5th. Josh Oduro at the line with 2 shots.
Oduro nails the first free throw. Can get this thing back down into 7. Converts. We got a 7-point game. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in this fourth quarter. It's been a back and forth affair, but here we have Jameer Young again, picking up, pressing the ball, picking up where he left off in the first half.
Wow, great
Nice
ball.
off-ball screen action. Feed. That's DJ Horn dropping it off to Max Fiedler, who converts.
Assist to DJ Horn.
And the lead is back to 9. Portsmouth Partnership with quite the turnaround. Young putting his head down, getting to the rim. Nice move to the left finish with the left hand. Sean East coming back with some pace, putting pressure on the rim. Nice skip on the baseline. DJ Horn can't convert. Fiedler competing for the offensive rebound, and Sean East with the hustle play, throwing it off of Roger Brown, retaining possession. We'll have baseline inbounds for Portsmouth Partnership. East to Fiedler. Young pushing back the other way. Portsmouth Partnership couldn't convert. Oh, and the blocking foul. Going
We're in the
other way.
bonus.
We're in the bonus here, so that's going to get Jameer Young to the free throw line. Cheap points to get this thing back to 5. That bonus may put Portsmouth Partnership in a little bit of a predicament. They're going to have to defend without fouling, otherwise these free throws can help Roger Brown get back into the game.
Jameer Young at the line.
Converts on the first. Jameer Young out of Maryland has been super impressive on the defensive end tonight. And we have the rare free throw violation.
Violation. Partnership basketball.
So, Portsmouth Partnership up 6. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Some pressure from Roger Brown on the inbounds. They get it in safely, and now Sean East head of steam downhill. Left hand can't convert. Now
That
they're
was a
going
quick
with
shot.
speed the other way. Yeah, may have rushed that one, Portsmouth.
Yeah, I think so.
Fiedler with some nice activity on the ball. And the interesting choice, take a timeout. Ooh, and a critical error from Roger Brown. No
What's the-
timeouts left.
Oh my gosh.
If we understood that correctly, it looked. I think we may have gotten that wrong. Referee signaled to the table for timeout rather than technical foul. I was under the impression that they didn't have any timeouts left and had been assessed a technical.
So
That
they are
ball's
going
been
to
placed
shoot.
on the
They
free
get the
throw line.
timeout. Now they're going to shoot. Correct?
Trying to understand why. Either they didn't have any timeouts left. Allowing an impromptu break in the game. Not sure. Wish we were on the ground floor so we could get an
So we
explanation. from the
needed Joey
official.
here to
We
interpret.
need- Joey, come back, please.
So if there are no timeouts left, they do get the timeout, and now the technical's assessed.
Technical foul is assessed to Roger Brown for excessive timeout.
Maybe so.
Excessive timeouts. We just heard the
Right.
PA announcer break that down for us. Critical error from Roger Brown down the stretch of this game. Horn can't convert on the free throw. Roger Brown extending their pressure. Ooh, Jameer Young with the quick double. And now Roger Brown is in rotation, seeing if they can speed up Portsmouth Partnership, force a quick shot. Not this time around. Last possession, Sean East might have rushed it a little bit. Using the full clock, getting the troops in order. Sean East head down. Nice skip pass. Domask
Wow.
sinks the three. That is a critical shot.
Field goal.
Up 9.
Marcus Domas.
They knew exactly where they wanted to get
It's
that
becoming
shot
a quickly becoming a possession game for Portsmouth Partnership, managing the clock. Quick 2 for Roger Brown, down 7. Oh, almost a steal from Boogie Ellis. Roger Brown up and in. Scrappy again.
We've got a timeout on the floor.
And we'll take a 30-second break and be back.
And we're back. Portsmouth Partnership in the white, leading Roger Brown in the gray by 7. 2:40 left in this game. It's been a back and forth contest. At one point, Portsmouth Partnership was down 19 and has battled all the way back, and we have a tight contest right here in front of us. Fiedler with the screen. They're going for a quick Spanish pick and roll action. It's a back screen on that ball screen. And you see DJ Horn pop out. Ali attacking the closeout from the corner. Can't convert on the drive. Good defense from Roger Brown. Jameer Young with the pull-up. Big shot.
Basket by Jameer
Down
Young.
5. And Jameer Young picking up, applying pressure. Sean East head down, coast to coast. Intelligently pulls it back out. The clock is their friend. Sean East, ooh. Unfortunate foul. Roger Brown's pressure had succeeded in rushing Portsmouth Partnership when the clock was their friend. Sean East got himself into trouble, and then that bailout call.
Roger Brown's foul charge number
Lack of
24,
defensive
Josh
discipline.
Oduro.
Oduro leaves his feet. Costly error, costly.
But he knew how to play him, didn't he?
Sean East at the
Show him the
line.
ball. Up fake, up fake. He knows the bigs want to block shots. Crafty from Sean East. So let's see if the lefty can convert on 2 free throws. First one, good. Big shot right here. Can make it a 3-possession game under 2 minutes. Good on the second. Partnership up 7. Roger Brown's got to go with a little bit more tempo right now. 3-possession game. They need to generate a quicker shot. Boogie Ellis with the kick out. Ooh, quick take.
Basket by Jordan Wright.
Number 14, Jordan Wright, converts on the layup, down 5. Roger Brown again extending that pressure. Domask pushing with numbers. Finds DJ Horn. DJ Horn to Fiedler. Nice up fake and finish from Fiedler. Back to a
Basket by Max
3-possession game.
Fiedler.
Partnership electing to ice that initial ball screen. Popping and getting it back is Jameer Young. No good on the 3. East with the rebound. No numbers here. Intelligently pulls it out. Again, the clock is their friend, telling his troops to demonstrate, to show some patience. Fiedler comes up with the ball screen. East with the rejection.
High basket
Gets to the
by
paint. Nice
Sean
left-handed
East.
floater. Up 9. Portsmouth Partnership is essentially completed what is an incredible
1 minute remaining.
turnaround from down 19, up 9, under a minute left. This game is all but finished. Ooh. 3 from number 4,
3-point field
Boogie
goal for
Ellis
Boogie Ellis.
out of USC. Some token pressure from Roger Brown. The game isn't over yet. This is a 2-possession game. They can force a miss and get a quick 3 up. There, Roger Brown can extend this game. East dribbles out the duration of the clock intelligently. Now he needs to convert. Well, defend without fouling. No sense in that shot clock violation when Roger Brown had possession. Killed the transition 3 opportunity, which is unfortunate.
So they're going to go for a quick basket and see what they can do.
They need a quick 3. They can convert, try to trap the ball on the inbounds and play for a steal. If not, they foul and try to extend this game. Ooh, they needed to roll that ball in. Partnership intelligently extending their pressure. You get switches all around. Bad
Basket
switch.
by Josh Oduro.
Oduro with the layup, down 4. They need to trap that ball. Ooh, just a quick foul. Interesting choice from Roger Brown.
Roger Brown's foul charge at number 14, Jordan Wright. His 4th.
Listen, if you know anything about fans, just don't play with them. Hey, ask him his regulation.
DJ Horn at the line. He'll have 2 shots.
Five-point game, 16 seconds left. Amazing comeback by Portsmouth Partnership.
Incredible effort. You know, easy to chalk this one up to a bad night, but they turned this whole thing around. They're going to probably walk out of here with the win. They need a quick 3 here with this time and score. Come up empty with the turnover. And they're going to dribble out this clock. Classy move from Fiedler.
Daniel,
not taking the cheap
it
layup.
was a pleasure. You did a terrific job, man. You're a pro.
Coach Solomon, David Solomon, Daniel Sokolowski signing off here from Portsmouth Invitational Tournament Friday night. Great comeback win from Portsmouth Partnership. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Zagazun.